Hi everyone, welcome to our Munich holiday. So this is us when we took a train to Verona to Munich.
And it was a long train. It was about like 5 hours, but it was like the fanciest train you've ever been on, and I think we were like in the first class, so we had like a lot of fun. This is us spending some time on the train.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the train because like Mama really enjoyed the train
I think
as well.
Mama and Dada enjoyed this train the most because the views that we saw from here were amazing.
Yeah, and as you can see, there were so many mountains, and this is us when we were having like lunch and on like the train, and like all the food tasted so good, and it was my first time trying some like German food. So
Yes, it was so good. This was us walking on our way to the English Gardens, and that clip was us on the train on the way. And in Munich at that day, there was a match in one of the stadiums, so that's why the train was full. But this is us walking to the English Gardens. And we took the train there, and then we had like a long kind of walk, but it was so nice outside, and the sun was kind of setting. And this was like a mini park that we walked through.
yeah, and we went in the swings for a little bit, and then this is us walking. This is when we were nearing English Garden. We got to see the lakes, and it was really cool because there are little ducks, and I think in the next clip you'll be able to see them. And they were all so cute there, and like everything was so nice, and we went there like kind of a bit before sunset.
Yeah, that's why, like, look at all the greens, and it was such nice color because it was right at sunset.
So this is the food that we got over there, and it was so cool because it felt like as if we were at a canteen kind of.
Yeah, because like you just had to like ask the guy, and there were like a few things that you could choose from. So we got ribs, and Dada got pork knuckle, which he was really excited about, and it was a lot of fun. And then we were watching England versus Slovenia, I think. I don't remember which one, but it was an England match.
And it was a draw.
I don't remember.
No. And this is us on the train back. Metro. So yeah, and this is us.
This is the next day at Marienplatz when we were going to catch our bus to go visit Neuschwanstein Castle, and this was that day like early in the morning. I think it was about like 7.
Yeah, or 6 or something.
It was us taking a few photos with the background. I forgot what that building was. I think it was some like, I really don't remember. Do you remember?
This building? It was like a clock tower or something, I think.
Yeah.
Like every hour it would chime and like do a little like dance with little like people coming out. And we had like McDonald's breakfast that day, and then after that we went over here and like... Yeah.
And this was, I think, another square, another Platz, but I forgot what it was called. But there was like a center fountain. Oh, and this is on the long bus ride that we took to visit Neuschwanstein Castle. And we had a tour guide who was so nice. And along the way there, we stopped at like a few other places too.
So this is at one of the stops that we took that day. And as you can see, there was there were like small little like houses, like shaped like the shops were shaped as houses. And this was us outside of Neuschwanstein Castle.
This is not Neuschwanstein Castle. This was another one of King Ludwig's castles that he lived in.
Oh,
It was a lot smaller than Neuschwanstein Castle, but it was very grand. It had like a lot of things. Like
Yeah. It was quite confusing between each one of them because they kind of looked a bit similar, except the Neuschwanstein Castle was much larger and more secluded.
Yeah, so this is the outside of the castle. It was like kind of like a house.
Like a mansion, sort of.
Yeah. This is like in front of it. It had like these lakes and like this garden thing. It was so nice. I think it was getting kind of hot at this time, and you can see the mountains in the background. Like the whole time we were like driving in the bus, that was always in the background. It was so nice. This is a little field as we were walking back to the bus, and now we were on our way to, I think it was a little town. I forgot the name. It had a very weird name. Do you remember? No, but they had like some theaters here.
And like they also had like on each house like a small fairy tale on them, like a picture of it, and it was really cool because it looked like as if it was like it was like a storybook like village or something. It looked so cool.
This was at like the little souvenir shops, so they had a lot of shops there, and like they had a lot of like wooden toys and like different crafted things, and they were all so detailed and so interesting. This is inside one of those shops, and we were looking at the cuckoo clocks, and Mama and Dada were deciding whether or not to get one. They both wanted to get one, but then in the end I think they thought it was too expensive. They said it reminded them of their childhood and they were actually so excited by it, but you can't blame them because they were so detailed, and it had like these little things like people and like logs and all outside.
Yeah, and then we went to a few toy shops, and inside of them were so many cute little dolls and like different like wooden like toys, and they were all so nice and cute, and I wish we could have some. And then there were a few nutcrackers over there as well, and this was us inside of the bus. We were both sleeping.
Yeah, it was a long day.
And then this was outside like a bridge which we could see the Neuschwanstein castle in which King Ludwig lived in.
Mama was really afraid of the bridge. She went on for 5 seconds, and I think we got this one photo.
To be honest, I was quite scared as well because the bridge was quite creaky and like it was like really like high up. So, but the viewpoint was really cool, and like you could see it so well because like when we were in front of it, you could barely see the top of it because it was so big.
And this is Dada getting some shots from around, because Dada went on the bridge a second time again, and I got off with the 3 of them and we were standing on the side. This is right under the castle and we were waiting to go inside, and when you go up close to it, it's really so big. It's like ginormous.
Yeah. And this is us on like the pathway towards like when we were going, and how you get to Neuschwanstein Castle. And there was and like each like place we went to was so scenic, and like there were so many nice valleys and lakes and like tiny villages, and it was so like it looked like as if it came out of a book.
Yeah, that big lake there made for some really good photos, and it was like so calm even though there were like big dark clouds. And this is like getting like a view, I think, of the side of the castle, and they had like different sculpted faces, if you could see, on those ones, which was really cool because they were like different emotions. I think it was giving inside out too.
And you can see that like the castle looks like it like those like so like as if you could like see like pictures like of like, you know, like ones that you see in like books of like knights and like going on to like would save like princesses out of the tower or something. It looked like those.
So that was the end of our trip, and now we're back in Doha, and we had a really great time.
Yeah.